going thrifting, guys, and not just going thrifting, but going thrifting in Paris, which I am so excited about. I have watched so many people's YouTube videos on like the best places. I always get comments on my thrift videos, you know, internationally there's not like really good thrift stores like there is in America, which sucks, but I did my research and there's this one thrift store, I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm gonna put it up on the screen, that is I think the only one that does this kind of like a donation, because the rest of them are pretty much all vintage stores where it's like $300. You guys know what I'm talking about, like a vintage store, not really a thrift store. And I am excited because I watched this video on this girl and she was talking about her favorite thrift store, which is this one because they have multiple locations, and she talked about her favorite location, and I didn't even realize this until literally today when I was getting ready because I was trying to figure out where all of them were. One is literally a minute walk from the house, the one that she was talking about, her favorite location. So that's the one that we're gonna go to. And also throughout the trip I do want to hit up like flea markets and also like other thrift stores, but it probably won't all be in this day. So yeah, we're gonna get right on into it. And there it is right there, but it opens at 11, so I have to wait like 20 minutes. But look at the building. It's super loud, but it is on this street. Just out here walking aimlessly, waiting for it to open. I feel like I have to whisper because it's really quiet in here, but that is pretty much what it looks like. So, you know, we have James over here, and then we have the shoe rack, and then over there is like all the clothes. But I am in the men's section right now, so we're just gonna look through it. It has more of like a boutique vibe to it. And look at this Givenchy one. It is $14 though, which I feel like is pretty expensive. Alright, now this right here, how sick would this be with like a pair of baggy dickies like tucked in? This situation going on. I kind of like it. Have this Tommy situation going on in this light blue. I seriously almost died at this blazer because it even has like the matching sleeves on it, but I also almost died looking at the price, which is converts to like 40 something US dollars, and that is crazy. It gives it like a denim feel. Look at the little buttons on it. It's also like a super thin material as well, but here's like another look. I'm in the jacket section, and honestly a lot of them are like $50. Now this is sick. This is only like 10 and it is actually Forever 21, but I want to show you guys a little bit of the inside. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm like trying to do my whole ASMR thing because I literally, like, there's no music and I feel so awkward. This one is only 12. Kind of good. Also really love the tag of it, Cherry Couture, but I actually have a jacket that already looks exactly like this. So that was almost a fail. I feel like if there was music, I just like the vibes were not there. It was also super expensive. Like literally jackets there were like $60, which to me, that's not like thrift store material. I know there's like a couple other ones that are way cheaper, and honestly it makes sense why it's so expensive. Like, do you see the location of it? Okay, I feel like if it was in like some dungier, like more crap neighborhood, it would be better because obviously the prices would be lower. You know, that would make sense because it's kind of like Goodwill, you know, the location depends on the price. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to hit up another thrift store. It's called THRIFT. I think that's what it is. And that one I think is way more well known. Okay, so this is not THRIFT, but I have heard about this. Pretty much when you first walk in, you just see this big pile of clothes. Gives me very Goodwill bins vibes, and they all have this yellow tag, and I'm pretty sure it's probably stuff that just wasn't sold. I'm not even kidding, this is like the best store ever. Everything is labeled, I think, like with the cents right there, but I'm still not really sure how the pricing works. I think leather jackets actually are like a little bit more different, but when you look, okay, I'm a mess, like stuff like that. So this I think means it's like an orange tag. All the clothes have one of those 4 colors, and what's really cool is you could actually take those clothes and put it in the basket, and you like press it according to the color, and it pretty much will give you how much it's gonna be. And a lot of the jackets are actually really expensive, but as you can see, like those had red tags, you can see a bunch more, and you can just literally put it in the basket and it'll kind of estimate it by the weight. And then downstairs is actually an entire men's section. This place is huge, like really big. The whole top area is women's and the bottom is men's. And just look at this wall, all of this retro stuff. Literally you can get lost in here. This Chuck Bass sweater I almost got, but I had to be really selective with the stuff I got because obviously I can't pack it all in my suitcase. But as you can see, there's so many things, and you can see there's like the green little tags, and here we are. They're literally like right next door to each other, by the way. I'm gonna start off by saying if you are extremely claustrophobic, this is probably not the thrift store. Like, do you see this one rack? That is the only rack that is in this entire store, and you can literally not move when it's packed. But in the back they have this like €1 section, which I only found that Pink Fest, and that's me saying I hate my life because I could literally not move. But they do have some pretty cool stuff. I'm pretty sure this location is actually might be a lot of the discounted stuff, like more sale, because I found that this location was actually cheaper than the one that I went to. But again, I could be 100% wrong because I didn't spend that much time at this particular location. But there is the second one that is literally right next to the one that we just looked at, and this one is much bigger. It definitely has been a while, not a while, but I haven't really been picking up the camera when it comes to thrifting. I don't even know where I left off, but what happened is I said I was gonna go to the flea market, and I did. I went yesterday, and I am such an idiot. Like, I am the biggest idiot, and I didn't realize where I was going. I literally just typed in Paris flea market onto my maps, and I went there, but I went on the wrong side. Let me just tell you guys this little story. So first off, we walked there. I guess the best way to describe it is if you guys know San Francisco, the Tenderloin. So when I lived there one time, I accidentally made the mistake of walking through the most sketchiest part of the Tenderloin. Homeless people were trying to fight me, people doing heroin, trying to sell drugs, trying to sell you all this stuff. So that's pretty much the street that we were walking on, like that whole area, but like the Paris version. And I was like, oh my god, I was like, I didn't realize it, I didn't do my research, but I felt like I could almost hold my own just because of living in San Francisco and like constantly seeing that. So I was fine with that until we reached the flea market. Okay, I don't know what side we were on, I have no idea, but literally I have never seen so many fake designer. Literally every person that was selling stuff, it was the same stuff. It was either fake YSL, fake Gucci. This whole part of the flea market, like this one side, literally is just people like shoving stuff down your throat. Probably the best way to get pickpocketed. Like, we're walking and some guy that was like just being fucking crazy literally ran up behind James and like touched his shoes. Like, I think he was like trying to distract him to like try to pickpocket him. Anyways, it was bad. And then I was like, what the f? After that happened, I was like, I'm getting out of here. I was like, I'm definitely not in the right part of the flea market. So I literally just zoomed by under this bridge. I was like, I don't even care. There was literally rundown vans. It smelled like pee. There were people. It was the people that pickpocket that were selling stuff. So I sat here and I looked it up, and I realized that the part of the flea market that I was supposed to go on was just on the other side. And so now we are going to try to make the trip back out there, but I am staying away from that area, okay? I feel like the best way, if you want to get your fake designer, definitely go there, okay? But just make sure, I feel like you can speak a little bit of French, because I feel like they're going to try to finesse you, especially if they see that you have like a little bit more than like 20 euros or something. They're going to definitely like try to rack you up and like take all of your money. So just a little tip, if you do want fake designer, it's there. Definitely don't go looking there looking nice in that area. But yeah, just thought I would throw that out there. I could not film. Literally someone would have taken my camera if I would have pulled it out. But yeah, today all I'm trying to say is we're going on the other side of that flea market. So I don't exactly know how the flea markets work, but I think I want to call them like districts. There's a bunch of different areas. So this area was all of the furniture, and I think we went too early because a lot of them were closed, but just look at all of this stuff. Like there was paintings, like anything you can think of that has to do with the Palace of Versailles, it was on this street. Definitely, I feel like this is where all the rich people go to get all of their art. We are at this cafe and we got little espresso shots, and how cute are these? I'm not gonna put one James did, but they're just little sugar cubes and they remind me of my childhood because my grandpa used to just feed these to me like candy. This cafe is like right next to the flea market. It's not right next to it, it's like dead smack in the middle. So here's my cheesecake and my champagne because I don't know, I just felt like it's such a Paris thing to do. And then James just got ham and cheese and a little baguette with his Coke. Side note, we could definitely sit outside, but it's so insanely windy that we are just decided to sit inside. I am still unsure if I'll use my camera here, so I want to show you guys. This is where we are right now currently, and then when you turn, it's like an alley. Everything seems to be closed, but some stores are open. This is really weird filming off my camera because I like can't look right here or else it looks weird. But I was just in an area where it was like all Chanel, like the guy had literally all Chanel jewelry, and I wanted to film there, but it was like you can't film in there, and there was a Chanel footage. And yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on that. I am now upstairs, which has like a lot of the clothes and things like that. So I still have no idea if this is gonna close soon or not because there's literally like nobody here, but stuff is open and stuff. So yeah, we're just gonna take a look. As you can see, it's literally just like a thrift store. How cool are all of these bags right here? I'm so into the beauty bags. That white one right there. And then there's all these like perfume bottles. There's a Givenchy one right there, like the little pink one. I still don't know how the quality is gonna look, by the way, because I'm filming with my phone again. But do you see that Chanel one right there? I'm still in the same area, and do you guys see those Givenchy earrings? I need those in my life, and those pearl ones right next to it. This is probably all fake, but honestly, you guys know from watching my thrift that I literally don't care about stuff like that. So yeah, like a Christian Dior, and then if you go down, there's like some Celine shoes. There is so much at this shop, like I'm not even kidding. Like there's like Prada, Dior, Gucci. This same vintage store has like so much Louis, like all of this Chanel. It's really hard to say though if stuff like this is real. The lady that's in it is like really old, and it doesn't look like she would have fake stuff, but it's such nice things in there. Like, oh my gosh. All of this stuff is priced as almost as if it was real, probably like half the price. And I even asked the lady if she took card, and she said they don't, but there was this pink Dior bag in there that I honestly wanted to get, but obviously I couldn't use my card and I don't have that much cash on me. We're at another one, and can we talk about all of these records? Are you kidding me? Obviously all the good ones are in the front. I am so tempted to get this. This would be unreal framed, like in our living room, and it is 20 euros. So unfortunately I don't have service right now, so I don't know if I'm being ripped off or not, like, you know, because I can't see how much it is online. All of this was pretty much right next to all of the clothes, and it's just kind of more of like the art district. They have a lot of books, just a ton of records, and it's just a bunch of stores like back to back. I saw some Marie Antoinette, all of these Marilyn Monroe little just stock photos, but still pretty cool. But I thought this was neat because all of these photos are actual people's photos for €1, and imagine finding like a really good glam shot and putting it on your vanity or something like that. So I just thought it was really nice because it's like hunting for people's treasures. Look at this AC/DC pinball machine. Are you actually kidding me? Just this entire area? Look at that. And then there's also a Playboy one. Oh, if I was Jeffree Star rich, you know how he has all those pinball machines? I would definitely buy this one on the spot because I'm pretty sure they can ship. We just walked past an area where I think they can ship all this to you. So if I was honestly that rich, I would get both of these pinball machines and just have them in my garage. Like all those to have in your, I don't know, kitchen, bar area. This Elvis Presley, there's so much cool stuff. This is probably one of the coolest areas. We're downstairs now, which has like all the antique type stuff. Upstairs was more clothes and art. Ooh, are you serious? They have these Rolling Stones ones. Oh, I would get all three. I would pick probably, if I had to choose, I would get the one on the left. I think that one looks cuter. Like this to put in your garage, like if you had a garage bar or something like that, or even like a coffee bar in your garage, that would be sick. There's just so much to look at here. I'm trying to go really slow because the camera on my phone kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't suck, but way not as good as my actual camera, so I'm trying to show you guys as much as possible, but there is literally so much to look at. Right behind me, what you see, like that doorway is the doorway to where it was super sketchy yesterday, but for some reason I'm like looking out the doorways and there's no one there. It looks completely calm, completely normal, so I don't know if when we went yesterday like there was an event going on or what, because it looks completely fine today. But if you've ever been here, just let me know, because I literally have no idea if it was just yesterday, if it's like that all the time. This is the most popular street, I think, at the flea market, but as you can see, when we went, a lot of the shops were actually closed, but some were open, and as you can see, you know, all the fake bags all the time. Look at all these old school magazines. Are you kidding me? Look at all of that. That is the date on these. I think there's like a Marie Claire one in here as well. I'm pretty sure it's like this one right here. How sick are these? And this one too. Oh my gosh, this is like the fashion lover's dream in here. Look at all of this. I'm back in my Airbnb and I finally have my camera back, so it's like normal quality. But I want to show you the things. Okay, we have shoes going on here. So I got these two things for my dad at the record like area. They have like a bunch of different shops in that record part, but they had so many patches, and I really liked this Iron Maiden one because it is like the classic one, and I just thought this was cool. Like my dad definitely doesn't do patches, but I feel like you could stick this onto something and make it cool. And then this I thought was just really neat too. Like these two just go hand in hand. Now for this, okay, this is for my mom, and I feel like a lot of you guys are gonna punch me in the face. So this was actually pretty pricey. The girl like that had all this, she had like her own little shop. She had an Instagram and an Etsy and like a bunch of different stuff. But when you like open it up, it has like all of that in there. And then actually when you open it, it does smell like leather. So I'm pretty sure this is real, but if not, honestly, it's fine. It does have a little bit of a holographic, but I don't think you can tell in this lighting. I just thought it was cute, you know, for my mom, because it does say Paris on it, and you can never go wrong with like a black little card holder. This Bridget Bardot that I showed you guys earlier, like I had to get this. And then also, if you guys have not seen my Paris vlog, I do want to show you our little Airbnb and how it looks like out. So this is like the outside of Paris. This is the second Airbnb that we are staying in, and honestly it's just amazing. It's like a 3-minute walk to the, I don't know how to say it, so do not sue me, but it's the Montmartre district. And all the way down here, actually what I want to do is down this street right here, like in the corner, is actually a couple other vintage stores. It's a new day and we're walking to that thrift store that I was telling you guys about that's literally like right down the street, called Guerrisol or something like that. They have a bunch of different ones throughout, but we're just gonna walk to the one that's down the street. And look at how pretty the walk is. This is the outside of it. As you can see, everything here is like flat rate, and literally it's all men's. I don't want to completely go over everything because I'm pretty sure we're not supposed to come in here, so I'm just trying to show you guys like the bare minimum of everything. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that The camera lens on my other camera just decided to break, just doesn't want to work. So I'm currently trying out a completely new camera. It's not like anything crazy, it's literally just the Canon G7X Mark II. I'm still trying to play with the settings and see if it's going slow motion. Anyways, literally no one cares. I guess we'll start with the first little area that I took you guys to. I ended up just going to that one location. There are a ton throughout Paris, and honestly I feel like if I really took my time in that thrift store, I would have found something that I liked. They were pretty pricey, but that out of all the stores that I went to is definitely like almost like a higher end version of a Goodwill. If you guys do find yourself in Paris or anything like that, definitely check out that chain of thrift stores, because again, I only went to that one location, but judging from everything else that I saw, that one is definitely the one that just reminds me of like a typical American thrift store. At the Kilo shop, I actually got this shirt that I'm currently wearing. So this is actually a Levi's one, and I just think it's so cute. I was gonna put it up on my Depop, but then I put it on and I'm like, honestly, this is kind of good. Like this shirt, especially like with this not coin, but you know what I mean, like this type of necklace, I feel like it just goes together, and it definitely like just screams more like Parisian style. It almost reminds me of like Italian in a way. Also, I don't know, I just really like this. It's a typical button up, but I kind of just wore it in a very booby way, maybe with some like flare jeans. That would be really, really cute, but I'm very short, so I don't even know what I'm talking about. Okay, I never wear flare jeans. This was in that little bin that you first saw when I walked into the Kilo shop, and then I also found, it's like this Ford Wrangler button up. I don't know, I just thought this is not something that I thought I would ever find in Paris. And the sleeve of it even says professional bull riders. Like in the summer, I'll probably honestly crop it and have like the hems like fray out. And I feel like with a mini skirt and a cowboy hat, that would be so cute for like a summer country concert. I thought that whole like bin thing would be really cheap, but it was actually like $4, which in my opinion is like expensive, because in America I feel like it would be a lot cheaper. Maybe I'm just too spoiled with the bins. This jacket I hesitated picking up because it is a jacket, which means that when I fly back home it's just gonna add weight, but I could not. Okay, this literally looked like the denim version of the jacket I was wearing that day, and I'm like, I had to get it. Not the denim version, the corduroy like black version, and it was worth it to me. Something like this that you would find at Urban Outfitters would be over $100, so this was definitely, I think, my favorite find. That store is kind of more of, what is it called, like Crossroads in the United States. As for the Thrift stars, sorry, I know I'm like talking a lot in this haul. That thrift store is really, 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 really cool, and I think it's actually might be even a little bit more cheaper than the ones that I went to. I just didn't spend much time in there because even though I did want to go to Paris for thrifting, there was also other things I wanted to see, you know, and I didn't want to be selfish, you know, just dragging James everywhere, so I didn't spend that much time there. It's definitely worth checking out, just like the atmosphere of the thrift store. Plus they have, I think, the dollar bins. When I went to the men's Guerrisol, because that was like obviously the men's version, there was a woman's one like right next to it somewhere, but again, I was in a rush, so I wasn't really going to a lot of those places. However, I did get some cool things at the men's. This one I thought was really cute. I'm really into like the grandpa style sweaters. I know it's almost like springtime and it's starting to get hot, but I still love wearing these with like a cute little messy bun and like some hair pieces curled in front, and then maybe some like gold little tiny hoops. This Dickies v-neck, and then the bottom just has the red on it. Again, very cute. There is one store that I do feel like is worth mentioning. It is called Valos Vintage. It is a luxury like consignment store. Is that the right thing? Definitely not a thrift store, but you know what I mean. It's kind of, I feel like, the real, but in Paris they also do have like an online store and an Instagram if you guys do want to check that out and like actually look on their website to see if, I don't know, you see a bag that you like. But I went in there and you have to get like buzzed in, and because I was literally just looking on my phone like vintage stores, but this specific one, I know Kelsey Simone goes to it a lot and she finds a lot of her like vintage things when she goes to Paris. It's strictly all luxury. They have two right next to each other. One kind of sells like all of their Chanel or Hermes bags, and then the other one is kind of more like Dior and things. I don't have like $1,000 to drop on stuff, so I felt very out of place because you're literally one-on-one talking to the person, and it's kind of like that. If you guys watch Cody Co, literally the video he just posted where the girl is trying to sell the shoes and she's like, you don't have enough money for that. The lady was literally not judgy at all. She was super nice, but in my head I know she was just thinking like, oh, this girl probably doesn't have any money, she's not gonna buy anything, which she didn't have that attitude at all, but that's just how I felt. I did want to give you guys a little bit of a haul of things that inspired me like right after I came back from Paris. So I actually got some of these right before I went to Paris. I have been really into like this type of style. You would have seen these actually in my first Paris vlog that I had, and I just think they just give me such Chanel vibes. Literally I just get them at the thrift store. These were like, I'm not kidding, I think $1. Like I think all of these earrings that I got were $2 or $1. All of these are just so cute, and it's just something about Paris, you know. I'm feeling very fancy. It's definitely something you can find if you go to Paris and you go to that flea market. I saw a lot of these earrings and I found these really cute dangly ones that just have a V on them. I actually didn't get this at a thrift store. I got this at an estate sale, but still I think I paid like, I think she sold them to me for actually $1 because she was like, oh my god, your name starts with a V. So I think that's why she gave me like a little bit of a discount. And then the ones that I am currently wearing. I also found this little jewelry holder that definitely gives me major like Paris vibes. I keep a lot of my earrings that, I don't know, like look like this in here. Actually, I keep my earrings like everywhere, like in random places. Now this Chanel bottle, how cute is this? This is definitely everything that you guys actually saw at the flea market, and this one was $5, and I think I actually did get this at a garage sale too. So not a thrift store, but again, this is another reminder, check out your local garage sales, because you know, this right next to all my jewelry just makes it look so nice. Now these shoes I actually just got today. These were $5. I'm really into the square-toed shoe right now for spring. I don't know, what is that brand? I think it's Bottega. I don't know how to pronounce it, but this shoe was like really popular. I'll put it up on the screen, and this just gave me the kind of vibes to it. I feel like this right here with this shirt would be so cute, and with like a little straw hat. I feel like I should be in the Hamptons or something like that. All of these boxes that I also got today, you guys are gonna literally think I'm psycho, but I got this idea from Amber Scholl. Like, if you're not rich, okay, and you still want to give your room like the luxury appearance, just collect boxes, okay, that are luxury. So these are just little Chanel boxes that I found today, this whole thing. So there's actually only 3. This black one isn't Chanel, and all of this was $1.50. So this is like cream, okay, like it's literally cream, but I'm not going to use it on this side. I'm literally just going to use it on this, and I'll figure out like a way to maybe stack the boxes. I'll get creative, but I thought that this was a cute way to decorate because my accents in my room are obviously pink and gold. This little thing reminds me of the Louvre. If you saw that, I actually said in the video like I manifested something like this because I saw it in there, and it was actually something similar was in the video. And I just have this sitting up on my desk. I love finding little mini statues. I actually have another one that I have like in my kitchen area. I also found this slab. I think this was literally $1, but it is all of these cherubs. My cherub obsession is literally getting out of hand. I literally just got a little cherub. I have one right here, now I have one right here, and I don't know, I just really love that style. And the last thing that I actually just found the other day is this carpet. I'll show you guys like takeaway. It was a little bit pricey, it was $25, but I was like, you know what, this is literally what I needed in my room to like complete my beauty room. I just think it's perfect, and yeah, I think that is pretty much it. If you do have a chance, definitely check out the flea markets, guys. all of those like home stuff. Oh my god, if I was rich, I would literally go there and I would be like, can you ship this to my house, this to my house, this to my house? Like, it's just unreal, like the amount of inspiration that you can get just walking down that little alley of the home area is just I know I didn't get that much stuff, but hopefully like me showing you guys like the other stuff that I thrifted like after Paris, you know, the whole manifestation inspiration thing.